Hello, everyone. Welcome to another Aftershow Reactions here for episode 2 of Loki season 2. We've got myself and Blue Tattoo, AJ 10 Cents here, and we're just going to go through and talk about episode 2 of Loki and our thoughts about the show so far. So that's what we're going to do.
Oh yeah.
Excuse me. Oh, how you guys doing? How you guys doing?
Oh, good.
What's the
How are
week
you?
now?
Or so good.
What do you think of the show so far?
Oh, great. That's pretty well written so far.
Yeah,
Enjoying the ride. That's for sure.
hell yeah. Definitely digging it. I like it.
Mm.
I like how it's coming together so far. I have some feelings about OB though.
It's this episode kind of was like, okay, what are we actually doing with this guy? Is he's always going to be this go-to fix it kind of guy? What are we going to do with him? It's like is he going to play a little bit more importance? I guess time will tell.
I think OB might secretly be the villain of this season.
So, yeah, that would be interesting.
Yeah, I saw a theory of that. I don't like it. I don't like it.
You don't like the theory?
I don't like the theory. No, doesn't make any sense. It's possible. It just doesn't make any sense to me.
I don't know. It's also only 2 episodes. Kind of trying to guess what's going on right now is like, especially knowing how Disney Plus shows are.
Yeah.
Probably not going to work out in your favor on a theory. Remember before we knew that Merrick was like a smoke monster?
Yeah.
Everybody at this point thought it was like Ezra.
Oh yeah,
Yeah,
or the Sam Witwer's character.
Yeah. So yeah, I mean we'll see where that goes.
Yeah, true.
Yeah. I'm here for the ride. Whatever. I mean, if he is, he is. If he's not, whatever. Hopefully, it's hopefully it's written well.
Yeah.
So that's all I care about.
The last episode, they were basically on the hunt for Sylvie. They were looking for Sylvie, which leads them to London, UK. Because what was his face? What was his number? Was it X5?
Yeah.
Yes.
X5. Yeah. Okay. Yeah. His temp had through the signal here, so what was their lead, because he was also on the hunt for Sylvie.
Yeah, this was a little jarring.
I love this whole part. Like I thought this whole thing was put together really well.
It was. Yeah. I mean, I just mean how it opened, like just them in suits and then go. It was just a little like, what the heck is going on here? And then, yeah.
You kind of had to listen to the conversation for sure.
Yeah. Oh, yeah.
What was going on?
Yeah. Yep. And then you see.
Yeah, X5. What was the name of this episode? Was Breaking Brad.
Brad Wolf. Yeah.
Brad Wolf, the actor. We see X5. He's got like a whole new life going on. So it's like, it was very confusing considering where we last saw him.
Yeah.
And he even says it. Well, maybe he's undercover.
Yeah, I thought.
But he was great.
Oh yeah, yeah, yeah. Again, jarring. I thought maybe if it didn't fully listen to the conversation. I mean, I think it was a variant or something until he knew Mobius, then it was him.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah, but like you get why he's doing this on the secret timeline, right? Because he knew he was purposely trying to stay out of the way because he knew everything else was about to get proved.
Yeah, everything.
Well, he was in the main timeline.
Yeah. I like how they're doing that. How it says if it's a branch or the sacred timeline.
Yep, that's cool.
Which I saw someone was saying that I guess the general consensus from a lot of people was that the sacred timeline was like dead at the end of season 1. But I think the way that they're referring to it in this is that main rope that goes around is the sacred timeline, and everything else is branching off of it. So it's not necessarily dead; it's just altered its form.
Yeah. Yeah. I don't know if it was. I didn't see it as dead. I mean, there's just multiple universes.
Well,
now.
yeah, because you have it, and then you have all the branches off of it.
Yep.
Like, I don't know. I think that's like the hard thing about time travel things is you have to. The base understanding is just getting people to understand the core science of it.
Yeah.
And like once you explain the logic of how it works, like most of them will be, but yeah, sometimes it doesn't. I think that's what I liked a lot about last week was how they didn't really delve too deep into that. They took the explanation and they like Bill and Ted did it, and then we're just like moving forward. This whole scene here though, when they're like, is he running? He's running now.
Oh yeah, he's running now, isn't he? Yeah.
He is running.
Yeah.
Pretty interesting chase as well. Running in all these people. And
oh yeah.
them turning out to be Loki.
I like how oh shoot, what is her name? B13?
Yeah, his badass walk. I think that's great.
What is the girl's name? I forget what B51? B13?
B15?
B15.
Yeah.
Yeah. I like how B15 shows up in the alley and just like snatches it out of his hand.
Yeah. Yeah, and she's
Can I have your autograph?
yeah, sounds like a girl, and then he's like, "Oh yeah, anything for a fan." Oh, I think it's attacked. Yeah, that's great.
Man, yeah, this whole thing, and then Loki when he's just calmly walking down, they're like everybody's like running after him. He's just calmly walking, unbuttons a single button.
It's very just James Bondish.
Well, it's like he's got his magic. He's like, dude, you're not getting away. I know where you're going. I still have line of sight on you. Like,
yeah, he just disappears. Uses the temp pad.
Yep.
Hell of a tux, though.
Yeah, and Loki creates all these people.
Yeah, it was an interesting scene.
Yeah.
His illusion mob.
Yep. Yeah, that was crazy. It's cool to see Loki's like different Loki powers that he does.
Well, yeah, because we haven't as much. We've gotten to see some, but not really.
Yeah, it's cool to open that door. See what else he's got going on. Even those the shadow Lokis, like that.
Yeah,
this was dope.
That was crazy.
I thought so too. It's like cool. We're getting to see more of what Loki's powers can do. You know? It's like, they seem kind of tame and everything else.
Well, yeah, I mean they opened a can of worms like last year because like we got to see his like telekinesis and all that a couple times. And when he like held up that building, I think the illusion or that was illusion casting, right? Yeah.
Yep.
Not duplication casting, because obviously a duplication would mean it'd be another version of him.
Yes.
Duplication casting would have been what he was doing with those other. Yeah, never mind. I got it. Loki powers. Yeah, dude. I like her new outfit in this season.
Oh yeah.
I'd be okay with a figure of that.
Absolutely.
It's actually changed just from this to the other people who they stop later on in the episode. Their uniforms are actually kind of different.
My most wanted hot toy from the series was in this episode, Beam.
Oh yeah,
yeah, Brad in a box.
Oh yeah. Yeah, the funny part is I had not seen that when you shared it in the chat.
Oh shit, dude! I'm sorry.
Oh no, it's all good. I was like, I didn't know what it was from. I was like,
Brad in a box.
Yeah, I was like, what the heck?
Yeah.
I watched it.
What kind of trip is he on right now?
Yeah. Yeah.
That was like, oh man, I was laughing. That scene like made the episode for me.
Yeah.
That's cool. Well, and it was good how they set that up too.
Yeah.
But here we were talking earlier about Obi, and it was the temp pad was altered, so they want to go figure it out, and that's where they go. Is
Yeah.
OB. He's down there tinkering with something to
The
try to stop the
aura, temporal aura extractor from the last episode. He's making a new one.
Yeah, to try to stop all the branches from going crazy. So at least I'm assuming that's what it was. He's trying to contain them.
Yeah, tame them. Yeah.
And then he hands them the handbook.
Yeah.
You should know what this is.
Yeah.
I just noticed that. Look at the tacos in the background. Taco sign. Right here.
Yeah, I like how Eugene Cordero is like his biggest fan.
Oh yeah. I read it. I memorized it. Like, yeah, that was great. Will you sign it for me?
All right.
He's like, yeah.
But yeah, going back to just the set design, it looks, they did a really good job.
Mm-hmm.
It looks good. I know we touched on that last week too. So
it's cool to have sets instead of like the volume all the time. I mean, it's cool when you're trying to keep secrets and whatnot, but it's cool to actually have sets, physical stuff there. Helps add the ambience.
And here they were discussing looking for Renslayer somewhere, and that because of all the branches, she couldn't be located. They couldn't get a read on it. But
there's a crazy amount of branches right there, though.
I know, right?
Oh, yeah.
But he did read it, and there was a message through the communications through her and Miss Minutes on the temp pad. So, they're in cahoots.
Yeah. And that brings them to maybe Victor Timely later on, and that big Miss Minutes that we saw in the trailer.
Yeah, I'd imagine that'd be this week's episode.
Yep. Yeah. This week's episode's halfway through already, man. It's only 6 episodes.
Yeah.
Right? It was only 6 episodes, right?
Yeah.
6 episodes.
Yeah, the bread looking Miss Minutes.
So which one?
Where Miss Minutes looks like a big old piece of bread.
Oh yeah. Yeah.
Yeah, so things should be pumping up a little bit here in the next 2 episodes.
Well, yeah, because and 4 is the one. If they structured it the way like last season, 4 is where it starts to get really crazy.
Yeah, that's what everybody that has seen the first 4 episodes are saying.
Those poor
Lucky
people.
bastards.
There's a go. I don't know. That's like one of the things about like. I mean, yeah, you get to see it. Yeah, you could rewatch it a bunch of times, but like you have to wait a month to like not get anything new.
Yep.
Yeah, it would kind of itch at me not to be talking about it to people.
Yeah, that too.
And make all the
I
videos.
know what happens.
You can't post it. Yeah.
Can't talk about it at all. You can't talk about it.
You have to make all your videos and do the streams, but just do it to a private channel so you can like release it later.
Yeah, like a freaking timed release. So yeah, then he tells them that there was contact with Miss Minutes and Renslayer. She dragged him all the way down here. Then he tells them about the temp pad.
Oh yeah, and he knows all about it. There, he can figure it out. Because he's got the handbook memorized. So yeah, that's cool. Hopefully he works on it. Figures it out.
Casey's his name. Yeah.
Casey.
Yeah, Casey.
You're trying to.
So yeah, here's the torture scene.
Yeah, interrogate Brad.
Good cop, bad cop routine.
Yeah. Yep. Yeah, that's pretty much. And then Brad just lays into him. Let's get under their skin.
Hey, he pisses off Mobius.
And Mobius seems like a pretty hard person to piss off too, though.
Yeah.
Yep.
But yeah, I really
well,
like.
he's under a lot of stress right now. Anyway, with everything changing, and him thinking about jet skis and other variants and other lives, and and all the people in the TVA.
The conversation they had right after this, when they end up in the pie room, was
pie room.
Yeah,
like the key lime pies.
You forgot the pie room? How could you forget the pie room?
I did forget the pie room. I just watched it
Think
earlier.
of how
too.
sweet of a diorama that would be.
I know, right?
The pie room diorama.
And they're all key lime. They look like.
Yeah, I saw that. Like every single one of them looks to be key lime, which is cool. I mean, I like key lime, but like, I don't know that it's at like the top of my list.
Yeah. Shouldn't be like an orange pie or something like that, or
Oh, that'd be
I mean,
weird.
the colors are orange.
Orange meringue.
Yeah, there you go.
A dreamsicle kind of pie.
No, I want that. Yeah, I just the way that they set this up, and then they were like going after him, and when they were setting this, they're not setting as a machine in this scene, right? Yeah, no,
not yet.
Yeah, this is the first time.
Mm-hmm.
I like the way that they like set it up.
Yeah, I think Loki would have been the one to do something, and then
it was
slapping him.
Brad plays a good shit heel.
Mm-hmm.
Oh yeah, absolutely. Yeah, I mean, he pretty much knew that when he first showed up. He was a dick.
Right.
And then there was that weird thing with him and the judge. She was all like fondling him. I was like, what is it with this lady? She's like typecast for being in love with her kids.
Oh yeah.
Yeah.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah.
Pies.
Yep. They're all the same.
That's the shot right there. We gotta recreate that when we get our Mobius figure. Hopefully, I bet you that's the Loki.
I hope we get a Mobius figure. We better get a Mobius figure.
I bet you that's the Loki we're getting from this season with that jacket.
Oh yeah. It's just basically this guy with a good coat.
Yeah, that's literally what it is. Yes. Well, I mean, new hair because his hair's different.
Yep, new hair.
Yeah, his hairline's a little higher. Yeah.
Well, that and it furls back differently, and on the new one.
Mm-hmm.
They won't get it right if they do it.
Yeah, it's all right. We already know.
Give me a damn Mobius.
Mobius would be dope, dude.
Yeah. Just give us Loki's coat with the Mobius figure, and like accessory or something.
That's right. Loki's coat. Exclusive version.
Oh yeah.
There's accessory right there. Pie. Give him the pie for accessories.
Oh yep.
Oh yeah.
Give him jet ski keys.
Yeah, that'd be pretty dope. I would buy a 1/6 scale jet ski just to put Mobius on it.
Now that you said that, though, I want to turn this into a diorama. This scene right here.
This pie? That's what I'm saying.
Yeah. Now that you'd mentioned it, I kind of want to do that now.
Dude, it'd be so dope.
It looks like a lot of fun to do.
And it wouldn't really be that hard. You can find those tables and chairs. Like, you could literally buy the whole thing.
Yeah.
I mean, you'd have to make that back wall with all those little slits with those fucking pies in the wall, or you could just make the additional stuff up front and then just use the background of this.
Damn, no, I want to do that. I'm gonna put that on the list after the bar.
Hell yeah!
Try to get those sugar containers and napkin holders and.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah, dude.
That'd be cool.
Lights for the pie cases.
Shit's like too funny.
Oh yeah. And he says, "You're Loki, the god of mischief,"
Mm.
and that's where they.
Well, I like the way that they
Plan
set it
going.
up when they went back in too after this.
Mm-hmm.
But this scene, I think, was probably the best scene of the whole episode. I mean, for me, anyways. Like that when they were talking about, well, wouldn't you want to know? It kind of goes back to what Wong and Steven were talking about in Doctor Strange Multiverse of Madness when they were talking about, like, is it knowing that there is a version of you out there that's like happy, like good enough for you?
Yeah.
So like we're kind of starting to get some things tying together in places where there's like themes and like all that, like the whole you're gonna have to go through me thing from like the Infinity Saga would like stretch the whole way through basically.
Yep.
I
mean, if you go through the whole thing of Phase 4, Phase 5, you can see the tiniest of connections.
I feel
it's
like
not as broad as it was with the first 3 phases.
I mean, I feel like basically what we're seeing opening up, if I was to guess, is something along a Siege or Dark Avengers or some sort of along those lines of a dark entity is going to flip the script on Earth. Earth is going to be ran by anti-hero villains. And then you have all this interdimensional stuff opening up with between like the Guardians and Ant-Man and like the time travel, like that whole stuff. Like, yeah, you can see phases if you've read like enough of the comics. There's like, it's still like that, but I feel like Robert's theory of like all of them being in different universes is also relatively possible.
Yeah, it very well could be. It'd be weirder, but and then you'd have nothing to.
Well, you wouldn't. They were maybe the people who are about to get sucked into Battle World.
Yeah, right.
So what would think of the little short episodes of the seasons like She-Hulk, just as like a blip and like a comic of like this is what she's up to and what she's doing. Now you know this version of the character we're about to like drop in here. So like where it's like those little one-off tie-ins leading into now they're in Battle World or whatever. I don't know. I still feel like the Void is minus Eliath is Battle World because all the stuff is there, and I feel like all you have to do is just add Eliath, and now you have everybody that gets pruned goes to Battle World, and then now we just add Eliath. Now we're going to call it the Void. Everybody,
the Void.
Best guess. What's up, Eddie?
Yeah, thanks for coming through. Well, hopefully it all culminates into something. I mean, they could get a whole bunch out of this multiverse and different storylines, and then just kind of reset for, after Secret Wars, whenever, this whole strike is over, and 6 years after that.
Even if it were like the whole multiverse separate thing, like you were saying, it would still have to be cohesive.
Yes.
Towards the Avengers, the next Avengers movie.
I mean,
like, it would still have to make sense.
Yeah.
And I feel like if it did, if they did do it this way, and I don't think it would make sense by the Avengers movie if they kept it that way. I mean, because you don't want to explain that in the Avengers movie. What you want to do is explain that right before the Avengers movie, and then lead into the Avengers movie.
Well, yeah, you would essentially have like a Thanos snap moment at the end of a previous film.
Right.
Well, it's Kang's Dynasty, and then Secret Wars.
Yeah, so you could have some of them that are in the same universe. I don't know, like let's just say we have Hawkeye, Kate Bishop, Moon Knight, Ant-Man, the Wasp, and Shang-Chi with like Bruce Banner and She-Hulk in them, because we know that they're the same, or at least we perceive they're the same because we saw all of them together, and it looks like the people that we know that were in the other series that we're aware were tied together. You could take some of the people that we know that are there, and then some of the other ones that maybe are in all other universes or something along those lines. Like you just have a snap moment where now all these people are getting, oh look, this incursion happened with this universe. Now we go here, and then you just pop up where like people are teleporting into Battle World, and then just say, oh, everything's dying because blah, and there's nothing other than this now. Because I mean, at the end of it, it's just going to end up in another snap moment where now we respawn, and here's the universe, and this is what it is now. So like, yeah, I think at the end of Secret Wars would be the like definite spot that you would end up like rebooting.
Yeah.
I don't know whether it's a soft reboot or a hard reboot. Like you go, and then in this new universe after that, nobody knows Tony Stark, so now we have a new Iron Man or something.
Yeah. I believe Kevin Feige came out and said that after Secret Wars, that I mean, it pretty much would be a soft reboot, and you'd bring back people that aren't around right now, like Cap and Iron Man. And I didn't specifically say Cap and Iron Man, but you know, we know.
So, like, say Chris Evans maybe wants to come back and do another run, so he comes back as Captain America. So Cap is back, and now we have like young Cap again. But like Tony, that happened, like Robert Downey Tony, nobody remembers. Now we have Tom Cruise Tony or whatever the fuck.
Oh, and somebody else.
God,
I mean, like once, like before Secret Wars as a variant would be cool, but like not going forward. You know, if you're gonna do that, either bring back RDJ or get somebody else, not Tom Cruise.
I'm not saying Tom Cruise. I was just using him as like a placeholder for like we have a new Iron Man.
Yeah, that'd be cool. Yeah. I mean, it'd be a little weird, especially if they bring back Chris Evans' Cap. It'd be weird to have a different Iron Man with his cap in there. But yeah, it'd be cool to see them like interacting with the different Avengers
and how they'd explain that.
And like eventually X-Men, or like finding, you know, talking to Wolverine at some point, even just a couple of quips back and forth. That'd be really...
Honestly, I think that would be the best way for them to lean into that. Would be to go off the X-Men, because you can get a solid 5 years of X-Men films without anybody really caring about anything else. And then so you do 5 years of X-Men, you start out this universe, you build it around the X-Men, and then you start adding Avengers into there. So like that would be, I think, the best way to do like another Iron Man or Cap or
Or, I mean, you can eventually do the Avengers versus X-Men. Make my Hulk maniac again. Yeah, we'll get back to that. Absolutely. I think, like I said, they got Marvel got the rights back to Hulk. I don't know if that's a rumor, but
no, that's a thing.
Yeah, pretty
sure. But yeah, they'll probably bring him back, and they'll have a movie of Hulk with other Hulk.
No, I don't know what the like. There might be
She-Hulk and whatnot,
like a no compete thing, like when the transition back from Netflix and they had to wait 3 years.
Oh yeah.
So like we still might have to wait like a good 4 years to see anything result from that license coming back.
Yeah, I don't think they would have put anything on that though. I think they could just go for it. That would make sense. That movie's been how long now? The last time they touched it.
Yeah, so now the only thing that Marvel doesn't own the rights to is Spider-Man.
Yeah, and that bubble of characters that they still have too. The Spider-Man.
No, almost all the Spider-Man related characters, but yeah. I guess I was simplifying by saying Spider-Man, but yes.
Yeah, and his villains.
Spider-Verse. We'll go with Spider-Verse.
Yeah.
Spider-Verse, yeah.
The whole thing, all across it. Into it, you could say.
So here's the interrogate Brad in the box scene.
Mm-hmm.
What did you guys think of that? Like, what did you think that machine was at first?
I had no clue.
Oh yeah,
I was like, because it looks like it's like a whole vacuum cleaner of some sort.
yeah.
Or like maybe it's like some sort of, I don't know. There's definitely an air filter on top of it.
Yeah.
Like,
Yeah.
Yeah,
No.
they had to wheel it in.
Yep.
I was like, what is this thing? Like,
It's like
it's
old.
got like a
No
whole
clue.
technology.
What the hell?
Yeah. It's like old technology, but like make it future technology with the box, and yeah,
Mhm.
that's
oh
funny.
man. Yeah, I that's like probably my favorite aspect of the TVA as a whole is the like digital analog relationship to things. You have a lot of like digital things. I guess even like almost fourth dimensional because Miss Minutes being a 4-dimensional like AI.
Mm-hmm.
But like, yeah, dude, I don't know. It's crazy. I like the little computer you got with the Loki too. With the little, everything's all like bubbles.
Mhm.
Very like 70s, like Art Deco.
Mm-hmm.
I just noticed it looks like there's a hose in this room.
Yeah.
Oh, funny.
For what? I don't know. Yeah. So, yeah, this is where they hatched their plan.
Well, at first I thought Mobius was in on it. Because like he was yellow, but he wasn't even grabbing onto the handle.
Mm-hmm.
Oh, I thought he was.
No, he does it. He does later, but like at first, he had his hands up on the door like this,
Mm.
and they went back to the shot, and neither one of his hands were on the door handles. So it was like he was like banging on the door, but he wasn't like actually trying to. So I was like, okay, is he trying to like rope a dope his ass right now?
Mm-hmm.
But then like after that, he started wiggling on the handles. Now he could have just wiggled on the handle. He could have not even tried to open it, but.
Mm-hmm.
See, all this is trying to figure out where Sylvie is.
Yeah. And Brad knows what that does, or X5 or whatever.
Yep, Brad X5. Yep.
And he
Just looks like a shitty ass vacuum cleaner.
I hope. Can we get that? Can we get this Loki with that thing? Like as a 2-pack? Like
That would be cool.
Yeah, like oh,
Yeah.
like a gelatinous cube.
Mm-hmm. Yeah, he just starts fucking with him at first.
Mm.
I don't know what this does. I don't know what it does. And he gets him in the box.
oh look, what does this do?
Yeah.
Oh. The pretending not to know how to use it, I think, made him even more scared because he was like, "This dude is gonna accidentally push the wrong button, just squish my ass like a pancake."
Mm-hmm.
Yeah, where's the
Well,
little?
it looks very much
one?
like one of the time doors, though. You know.
It does, but
Yep.
I think this is different because this one's like orange versus the time doors are more yellow, or they were last season.
Mm.
This year they're orange because that's the same color as the ones that we see later on. Yeah, right there. That's got to be like Rocket Raccoon height.
Yeah, pretty much.
Howie, I want Brad in a box.
Where is Sylvie?
Yeah, no, I don't trust Hot Toys with anything like that.
We'd get that one if anything.
It would be a clamshell box. It would be,
Oh yeah, for sure.
Well, that's so easy to do, though. You gotta make the bread, and then you just freaking pour it in epoxy. You know.
Yeah,
it'd be simple to do. Just like the Tesseract, that same plastic they use for the Tesseract.
Yeah. Yeah, just throw some swirls in there, make it look kind of dirty, and
Mm-hmm.
They wouldn't, but yeah.
Yeah, no, they wouldn't go
Crystal
that
clear.
Yeah, it'd be clear. Yeah.
I think I figured out a way to make the time door look good, actually.
Oh yeah, nice.
Yeah, I think if I take a photo and I put it on the inside of the door, but like put one photo one way and another photo the other way, so it looks like you're looking through it, but it still has the like sheen.
Mm.
Yeah.
So I'm gonna try that. This room is set up. I don't know. I love the aesthetic of the TVA, dude. Every room's got its like feel. It's very like 70s esque. Like,
Oh yeah.
Oh, I already forgot what he was saying here. Like they were in trouble.
this is where
Oh yeah,
Casey
about
was
the book.
fanboying out on Obi. I'm just happy Ki-Hoi Kwan is like back now.
Yeah.
I didn't even know that he left for the reasons he left. Like I was always like, what happened to that guy? He was so good in those movies as a kid.
Mm-hmm.
So like to see everything that he's been doing since he came back, like this is awesome, man.
Yeah.
He's got like his energy. He's just you're always just like I don't know. I feel like I always want to like laugh when I'm watching him because his like energy is so awesome.
Mm-hmm.
I love that truck too.
Mm-hmm. Yep. Straight from the 80s, 70s. It's very accurate. Well, I don't want to say very, but it's pretty damn accurate to the time.
Yeah.
Yeah, but yeah, the McDonald's. Yeah. Jeez.
Oh man, come
1982
on.
McDonald's. Yep.
Can we get this Sylvie?
Oh,
The Sylvie would be cool too.
It would be cool, but there's no way they do that. It's got a big old M on it.
Right.
Oh yeah.
Mm-hmm.
They can make it a W.
Or just leave it off.
I don't honestly.
Just
If
leave
you
it off.
just remove the M and just give me everything else, like
Yeah.
it doesn't even have to say McDonald's. Her hat doesn't say it.
Yeah, but I don't know. Maybe they trademarked the uniform too. Who knows?
Maybe. But yeah.
The color.
That is what they looked like, though.
Yeah.
Oh man, imagine having to wear that thing. I was lucky. I just had a red shirt.
Mine were blue, I think.
Do you work at McDonald's too?
Mm-hmm.
I think they were blue back then.
Did you work at
My very
McDonald's?
first jobs. Yeah, he was there for a little bit.
Everybody worked at McDonald's. That's like everybody's like first job. Like,
Yep.
It was my second job, actually.
oh man.
Yeah.
Yeah, very awkward scene. Not actually awkward, but you know, awkward for those. Yeah, awkward for them.
I mean, it's got to be hard for him. She like broke him.
I know. Oh yeah, I know. Yeah, betrayed him a little bit. And yeah, ruined the.
They broke each other.
Yeah.
They did break each other. This is factual.
Mm.
Yeah, and you can really feel it in this scene. It was pretty great.
Mm.
But yeah, he just tries to tell her what's going on. He doesn't have, want any of it or believe any of it.
No, but she doesn't care. She wants to live her life and left alone in her McDonald's job.
Yeah. I don't think they'd be able to get the hair right. Do you think Hot Toys would be able to get the hair right?
Yeah, I think they would. They're pretty good about hair. I mean, well, hair details, I should say. I don't know. That's yeah. Yeah, I don't know. It's possible. Yeah, they'd make it artisan.
Artisan one. Artisan Sylvie. Yeah.
That haircut in an artisan would be crazy.
Yeah. Yeah, it'd look janky as hell if Hot Toys did it.
Like the Anakin.
Yeah.
Every time I see him, his hair's more messed up.
Mm.
Yeah, it's something different.
Yeah, here we get out of Brad that there's something else going on.
I think was that the Hamburglar back there? Yeah,
I think
there
it is the Hamburglar.
that's awesome.
Previously seen on
Oh,
Peacemaker.
okay. Yep, I see him back here. That's cool.
Mobius is enjoying the McDonald's.
Well, yeah, dude. That's before they put all the
Not until we get an
crazy
apple
stuff
pie.
in the food too. So that's probably that McDonald's meal right there is probably better than half the food we get now,
Mm-hmm. For sure.
which is crazy to think about.
Yeah. Yeah. Well, they used to cook it in lard, which is infinitely better than the vegetable oil they switched to.
Yeah.
But yeah, Brad's just trying to get out of there because he knows.
Yep, he knows what's about to happen.
Yep.
Takes Sylvie to push him in the chest to see what's
They're
going
gonna
on.
brute us.
That looks crazy.
We gotta go.
Yeah, I'm not even sure what that is. Oh, it's them walking through the. Yeah,
She plays a really nice evil lady.
She does. Yeah. She's got that demeanor. Yeah.
it's time to go. They know what's going on. They're gonna bomb the whole freaking thing.
Yeah.
All the branches.
I mean, to be honest, the TVA was like when you go to like last year or previous season, and the TVA is just pruning like onesie twosies that are popping up to keep the thing as like a single beam. That's like no biggie. Like it's not that hard because it's onesie twosies. But when you have like I don't know, I'm just gonna approximate it like 500 branches to manage.
Right.
You're not Dennis Rodman, bro. You're not going to defend that. Like, yeah, dude. Look at that. They cleaned it down to like 6 branches in like 5 minutes.
Yep. All with the temporal doors and the bombs.
Yeah. See, this season they're more like an orangey hue.
Yeah. I want them to go back to the old style. It like
and you can't see through it all the way.
Yep.
You know, like you can with the Hot Toys version. Just saying.
Yeah, Hot Toys did it wrong anyway.
Yeah. And actually that glare, if you notice, it's not the glare on the other side of the room, it's the glare the object literally behind it.
Yeah, the background.
In 3-dimensional space.
Yep. Yeah. Yeah, I didn't ever think that you could see through it. Just that everything was distorted.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah, I want one of those freaking doors though, done correctly.
Yeah, that'd be dope.
Hell yeah! I don't know how you get the glow though.
Actually, I bet you could make that with epoxy.
The glow?
Yeah, it's like you would just end up hooking some lights up to the bottom.
Yeah.
If you made like a little stand that like makes it look like it's like floating.
Well, you just see through it. Look,
you can put an LED strip in the bottom of it, and it would end up hitting on the corners, which would then light it up right.
Yeah, it's just like the corners, though.
Yeah, you can just do that with paint.
You could
just
do
paint
that with paint.
A bright orange.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah, I think that's what I go. Make it a.
I don't know if you can see it with the pictures there. Hang on, but if you look, like even like it's brighter on the edges.
Mm-hmm.
Yep.
Yeah, Hot Toys should have I don't know. I'm assuming. Well, they could have glossed it a little bit.
Yeah.
Made it. Well, it's still see through, but put a gloss on it to where it looks more like this one.
Mm-hmm.
Maybe I'll just do it myself. Because the door itself is still pretty cool. I mean, the one that comes with Sylvie. But,
yeah, I think if I take a picture and I can basically take the middle of that and make a picture, and then on the other side I'd have to do the opposite, so it looks like it's like mirrored, so you can see through it. Mm-hmm. And then I think if I stick those on the inside of this thing and then like tack them I think that'll work.
Perhaps. You'll have to let me know if it does, if you try it. But they end up stopping them and arresting them all, but not before all but like 6 branches are there.
Yeah.
They killed billions, she says.
Yeah. Yeah, billions upon billions.
All those people.
Because they're just, I mean, they got the same people roughly. Well,
this one's disappearing. I don't know if.
Yeah. Yeah, they pretty much all, I mean, most of them disappear.
There's a branch on a branch there. There's a branch there.
And I believe
this one here. I think this is the one that Renslayer's on.
Ah.
Pruned. There's one here. Doesn't look like it's disappearing. Maybe that's Sylvie's.
Play it a little bit. See what's going up, what's going down. Oh, no.
Pause, jerk. Oh, this one here and this one here. So 1, 2, 3, maybe 4 back here. This one.
Yeah.
So yeah, about 3 or 4 are left. These ones are all still pruning.
Mm-hmm. Yeah, man, they got them all pretty much.
This one's still here pruning a little bit on the end, so they got that one.
Yeah, they'd have to constantly do that too, because more and more would create.
Mm-hmm.
They'd have to constantly be on the ball. But now it'd be easier, I guess, with a few branches here and there. Yeah, crazy.
Mm-hmm. Yeah, but then Renslayer, Tempad signal match.
But wouldn't they all go to that one area with Goliath? But there's no Goliath? Like to truly destroy them?
Mm-hmm.
Try to disintegrate them or whatever? Oh, you're muted, AJ.
We don't know if that was created at this point. Because this is in the past.
But when they're pruned, I mean,
I don't know if they always went to Goliath, if that was always the destination of everybody who's ever been pruned.
It was for Loki's.
It was for Loki's, yeah. And
they had the Thanos copter in there.
Yep. And that one ship, that battleship that went in there.
I mean, I'll go under whatever. I can speak it operating under the assumption that anything that gets pruned goes to the void. That's cool.
Yeah, I mean, that'd be a lot of
it's just anything dealing with Loki. It ended up where that was, where we saw the Lokis end up.
Yeah, that was the void.
Yeah.
But then
I would have seen more. Well,
there was more buildings in there. There was a Kang building in there. Like I said, the battle.
Yeah, because everything else got eaten.
The Avengers building was in there. Yeah. It's true.
Well, it wasn't the Avengers building. It was Kang Tower.
Oh, yeah. But again.
But yeah.
I suppose.
Yeah, so pretty much what they showed is that everybody that gets pruned goes to that void world. And then, I mean, most of it, I mean, Goliath got, like, he ate all of it. So,
well, I mean, there's certain substances he can't eat, obviously, because you still see ships and stuff. Like he went through that ship and he didn't eat. I mean, he would eat. Some of the steel was like rusted and like burnt out, but like he didn't eat every single molecule of the steel.
Right.
Oh, like people though, he took out.
Or organic matter. Yeah, you're done, son. Like
yep. So everybody there, I mean, could go to the end of time because they're all. I mean, Goliath wasn't there anymore.
Mm-hmm.
Unless Oh no, they pretty much.
They could have just piled everybody up there until Elias showed up.
Yeah.
Oh, these poor people.
Mm-hmm.
Theoretically, yeah, they could still not be dead yet.
Mhm.
Yeah, because I don't think Alliance is back. They pretty much took him out.
Yeah.
Well, yeah, because the multiversal war that we with that scene that we saw or that we heard them talking about it, like when Loki was playing on the recorder, and it was King and Renslayer talking about the multiversal war.
Mhm.
That was in 2331. So the multiversal war ended in 2331.
Interesting.
Okay.
I don't know how that makes sense when Kang is a 31st century human being.
Yeah, makes sense.
Because the multiversal war happened before him. So obviously, I mean, he went back in time to go do it, but I don't. I don't know. Did you guys get the idea that kid was flirting with her?
No,
Not really. No.
maybe, but it didn't feel like that.
No. And he's a kid. She's a grown woman. I don't think she's just.
He seems like he's got like a crush on her. Like, you're gonna work tomorrow, right?
Well, he did all the work when she left.
Yeah, that's true.
Yeah, I suppose that's fair. I didn't think about it from he was asking as I just did all the work that you were supposed to be doing all day.
Yeah, that's the way I took it. Anyway.
I want to say I saw a headline of a theory that was Mobius, a young Mobius.
Oh yeah, and yeah.
I haven't watched anybody else's like reviews or anything like that, but
yeah.
but I did see a headline
theorizing that that's Mobius. Yeah, I can see
and that's where it ends. She goes back. I was hoping for another mid-credit scene again, but
yeah.
Go back to the pie, yo.
And Obi was talking about in order to fix those branches or tame those branches, or so Obi.
I like the candied lime on it.
Right.
Obi can work on them. They need the original He Who Remains Tempad, and that's what Sylvie has on her wrist. That's what he needs.
Yep. That actually looks pretty good.
It looks like a shady lime, but
gelatinous.
Yeah. I mean, they've probably
candied.
it.
It's candied lime.
Yeah.
The crushed.
I've candied lemons before.
It's so flaky.
Yeah.
Black holes. The end of the universe. Like how they're hinting at stuff here.
Well, yeah, because they showed us in the last season, the final episode, how it looked like we left one black hole and went into another.
Ditch burn. TVA soup. Coffee with milk.
Oh, those are those buttons in the shop, in the pie room.
TVA soup.
I'm not sure what ditch burn means.
No.
That weird ditch burn.
Is it tomato? Do they do tomato since they're all about orange?
Maybe. Nothing wrong with a good tomato soup, though.
TVA tomato bisque.
Natalie Holt.
Yeah.
Oh, there's a suit.
I like that spacesuit. I know we're not going to get that, but I think that'd be a cool. And you could put him next to spacesuit Stan.
Right?
Yeah. That'd be cool.
They need to do the spacesuit Guardians.
That'd be tight, too.
Yeah. They're not going to do that, though. That's too much money.
Yeah.
Well, they've already pretty much... They haven't even freaking announced the whole Guardians line.
Yep.
Yeah, they still need Mantis and Drax.
Yeah. Drax is the main one. People are waiting on. So
Uh,
they've done 2 Mantises, right?
well, yeah, this is the second Mantis.
Christmas special.
Yes. Yep. Christmas special and
We should have got a Christmas special Drax. I feel like.
agreed.
Oh yeah.
Agreed.
Absolutely.
No, they just freaking realized they were way too late on a Mantis, so they're like, "Oh, let's just do the Christmas special then.
Yeah.
Get rid of the Christmas stuff."
Which is cool.
Yeah, to a point, but where's the Guardians 2 version?
Yeah. Maybe that'll be a Toy Story exclusive one day. It'll be a Drax in a Christmas special to go with the.
Oh, put that back up there.
Selling stuff that is holiday themed is never a terrible idea because you will get people who would otherwise probably not be interested in it who will now end up buying it.
Mhm.
Now it
Very
comes
true.
with the Christmas decoration.
Yep.
For the rest of time, you can stick your Christmas Mantis right up there on the shelf. Like that could be your elf on the shelf.
Yeah.
Yep.
That'd be cool. I'm getting that one too. The Christmas Mantis.
Christmas Mantis. It's the only one I need for the freaking Guardians display.
Mhm.
They just need to make a Kraglin.
Kraglin would be dope.
Yeah, man.
Yeah, Kraglin, Cosmo.
Yeah. Oh yeah, we're getting the Cosmo with Rocket, right?
Yeah. Yeah, because I'm gonna get that Rocket and Cosmo and the Groot.
Oh yeah.
I need a Groot. I'm jazzed on that Groot, dude. That's gonna be a dope ass Groot to get.
Hell
Sure.
yeah.
No, that's the other
Still
one.
Still debating getting those ones.
Getting which one?
Any of them. I'll probably get the Cosmo and Rocket, but I don't know if I'm going to keep the Rocket.
Yeah, that's fair. I want to get the Quill, but I'm gonna be honest. As I said before, I only want the Quill for the Zune. So I want to give the Zune to Rocket.
Yeah. No, yeah, they need to release them all in the suits because I'd buy the whole set for sure.
I think they'll.
I won't track them down until I see them all in the suits.
Yeah,
that's how I feel about that. But
yeah,
I want to get the Cosmo to go with the rest of the Guardians.
Yeah, I mean, if they don't end up doing that, I guess I could. I'm definitely 100% no matter what getting the Groot. I do already have a Rocket.
Yeah,
not that other Rocket.
I've still been tempted to track down a regular Groot. I've seen him a couple times on the groups, but the first Groot.
What's the first one going for?
Oh, it was still kind of spendy. It was like 3.
Yeah, about 3.
I wouldn't mind that one because I got Teenage Groot and I got the baby Groots from the Guardians 2 ones, and I'm getting the baby Groot from the shorts as well.
Oh man, yeah, can't wait for him. I'm gonna find a deluxe once that releases.
To get the final Groot would be cool too.
Yeah,
the final James Gunn Groot would be
yeah. That Groot with the head and the legs is creepy as hell.
But yeah, what do you guys think of Loki episode 2? I mean, you guys comfortable with where it's at? Do you guys think it's putting it where it should be?
I would like to know where this is going. Like they haven't given us. Last week we had the he's time slipping. We had like a problem to solve, right? So like it was like problem to solve, meet new characters, and now this week it's once again another problem to solve. Like they got to find Sylvie. So now the next problem they had to solve is they had to figure out how to override that shit, which like we think is gonna be the temp head, right?
Yep.
So like it's gonna be interesting to see which one of these ends up like now we found out what we needed to know so we can go on our actual main quest. Like because it's going to be a couple episodes of like problem solving and figuring things out to get the information they need to go like do the actual story.
Yeah. Well, I think it should move the story along. Each episode, they've only got 4 episodes left, so
Yep.
you better be doing something. So I think each episode will tell a little bit of the story until probably until it really starts ramping up. And I mean, episode 2 is great so far. A little jarring in the beginning, but yeah, great episode throughout. I mean, the Loki Mobius dynamic is fantastic as always.
Yeah, it's still good. Mm-hmm.
Yeah.
The whole cast has just been phenomenal this whole time this show's been on.
I agree.
Thursdays are like lit though, because we've got Thursday Night Football, Loki,
Yep.
Gen V,
Thumb popped up.
Gen V.
The boys spinoff.
Did they drop them on Thursdays?
Yeah. Well, yeah. So you have to watch it in that order. So like I'll like on Thursdays I'll watch Brother Cousins, and then once he's done, I'll go throw on like the last little part of like Thursday Night Football. And then once that's done, I'll hit Loki, and when Loki's done, then there's a Gen V waiting.
Yeah.
Nice.
I think that Frasier show airs on Thursdays too.
Nice.
It drops on
Add that
Thursdays,
into the rotation.
which was kind of a mistake because of Loki, but
Yeah.
it's got more episodes than Loki too. So
Yeah, it's not doing too good with the critics though.
yeah, fuck those critics.
Yeah. Hopefully it gets legs and continues. And
how many of these critics were around for the previous show?
I know,
Or
right?
have you been seen it to compare it?
Yeah.
Well, most critics are around our age, so
Yeah.
nowadays. So Frasier ran to the early 2000s,
I used to watch it.
2010.
I can't tell you that I remember anything other than like his brother Niles is really funny.
Yeah.
The dog was Eddie. The dad's like dead now. The dog's gone. So like,
Yeah, John Mahoney. Yeah, he passed away years.
And they gave him a nice little nod in that first episode too.
Oh, good. But I still gotta watch that. Dang it.
is Niles
Yep.
there?
Teared
no?
me up for sure. No, Niles and Daphne are not in this season. They were busy doing other shit.
Mm-hmm. Yeah, they got I mean, when the Frasier ended, they got a family. They got kids. So by now, I'm sure, and living in still Seattle. So
Where's this one at now?
Boston.
Oh damn!
yeah, moved back to
Back to the beginning.
Yep.
Oh man, we get a Cheers bar.
I don't know. I don't think we see Cheers. It was mentioned
What if he ended
I don't
it
think we
in
see
the
it.
Cheers bar?
What if they what?
What if he ended it in the Cheers bar?
Oh,
It's like the final thing is like him going
like going backwards. I think. I mean, it'd be cool to visit.
Talk about a Borealis.
Yeah.
I know the critics were saying that it's too much of what Frasier was. Like they just changed characters on who was who, but it's the same freaking story told over again in modern times, and yeah, just different characters. But
They got all that from one episode.
The 2 episodes.
Oh,
but yeah, they dropped the first 2 episodes last week. But considering the first episode of Frasier, the first run was called The Good Son.
mm-hmm.
And the first episode of this 2023 Frasier was called The Good Father. So there had to be that element of the same thing.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah.
Before, yeah. So I don't know. They weren't looking at it right with the right set of eyes, I guess.
Mm-hmm.
I mean, most of them don't They're not like cognizant of the bigger picture.
Mhm.
That's what I'm saying. Is like you don't, if you can't reference like where is this coming from, and you don't get why they're going for certain things, like
Yeah, the little nuances and callbacks and
Much like what a lot of people did with Ahsoka.
Yep. Indeed.
I think Shang-Chi got hit with some of that too, though.
Oh, really? I don't remember
But
hearing
you
it.
don't really hear people like. I like Shang-Chi.
Yeah, it was a good movie.
Yep.
I wish we
Speaking
could
of, you
revisit
have
it.
him,
Wish
right?
give us more, but yeah, they ain't doing anything right now. So
Mhm.
And it sounds like the writer strikes or the not the writer strike, the SAG strike is going to be a minute.
Oh yeah,
Mhm.
yeah. Yeah, 'cause they keep lowballing the actors now.
Well, it's not even lowballing. Okay, so they're both kind of fucked up. The ANTPTP will not back down on the AI stuff about scanning people and not paying them after the first initial scan.
Yeah.
Like they won't compromise on that issue. And
that's
then
stupid.
Yep.
the SAG actors decided after weeks and weeks and weeks and weeks of like negotiating things to like try to propose like back end points on subscribers. They want 52 cents or something like that per subscriber per streaming site.
Mhm.
Oh yeah, I
Wow.
read that. Yeah.
Interesting.
I'm not going to say that the idea of getting a percentage of like $1 a person or something isn't reasonable, but I'm gonna be honest, the 51 cents or whatever, 17 cents a subscriber. I think that you need to go somewhere down to
I mean,
that.
you already get paid for the movie, and you're just looking for the residuals.
Yeah.
So
Yeah, they got to figure out the residuals for streaming and not having it on TV. Like,
Yes.
yeah. Well, that's kind of large. I mean, saying 52 cents is large, but I mean, if you have 3 million, subscribers, that's a pretty good chunk.
Yes. And then you're doing that per actor per no, dude.
Yeah, no. Yeah, no.
I just want them to settle that whole AI thing. That's the only thing.
Yeah.
Well, did you see the stuff from the Hunger Games trailer?
Mm-mm.
There's an example of them editing in people, and like there's dudes that are cut in half, where it's just half a dude because it like glitched.
Oh.
So it's like half a thing going like this.
Oh.
Well, they're doing that a lot lately, like in stadiums or bleachers on a basketball court.
Yep.
There'll
They
be
use
CGI fucking
all
yeah.
AI people. Yep.
Yeah.
It's just bad.
Yeah. Yeah. It looks like crap, dude.
A lot of the times it looks like a early '90s Madden.
Yeah, it does. I mean,
Yep.
and it's not bad when you're trying to fill a whole stadium from far away. But when it's up close and you got them clapping like it looks awful. And they're it's just like one no shade to them, no shadows, no depth to their face. It's just it looks like a PS2 character. It's bad. And you can
not a fan.
Yeah, no, not at all.
Yep, not.
Yeah, so that's basically what we're waiting on is to see. I hope SAG just drops the whole back end points things on the subscriber mark. But like the dude from Netflix was like real pissed off about it. Well,
I'm sure
I
they're all
point of view on it though, because like you're negotiating for like how long has it been? 100 and some odd days now.
Yeah.
So you're 100 days in, and now you want to go back to square one and start adding stuff.
Well, we didn't. I don't think we saw what the actors wanted. We were so focused on what the writers wanted because
they've both been going back and forth. The actors have had negotiations. It's just they put it. The actors got on a standstill and they went back to the writers to try to figure out the writers and
Yeah.
said, "Cool, you don't want to do anything. Have a good day. We're going to go figure this out. You can now wait until we get done with them, and then we'll figure you out."
Yeah. Yeah.
Mm.
But the reason that the writers wanted to go first is because they wanted to be the ones to set the rubric. Because now there's a guideline for the actors on what they're supposed to get paid based off of the writers.
Yeah. I mean, it makes sense. I mean, they used to get residuals for TV and whatnot. There should be something for streaming that they got to figure
You
out.
can tell us X show got X amount of views in this many days, and it's the number one best show in the world. Everybody should watch it because it's the best show in the world. But when they ask for numbers, you're like, "Yeah, we don't know. We don't know how many people watched it."
Yep. Yep. Yeah, there needs to be some sort of. And now the writers get that though. The writers will know.
I think everyone is, because I feel like I've seen, just since the writer's strike finished, I've already seen numbers coming that were like in the vein of like what we were asking for, is like how many people are actually watching things.
Yeah, they need to start sharing that. Netflix and
I don't know why Nielsen doesn't just do it.
Yeah, well, yeah, third party should be involved for sure.
Nielsen's already been doing it. I don't know why you don't just say, "Cool." They already have a system set up. They know how to like rate it and whatever. I don't feel like it'd be that hard for them to move from TV to streaming.
Yeah.
Right.
Yeah.
Plus, then that you could get the actual what is a show worth, because especially things that are split on TV and streaming.
Yeah. And like shows that like Suits, you know, it kind of tapers off because it hasn't been on, and then it goes on Netflix, and then it just skyrockets.
Yep.
Right.
The actors don't get anything, the writers don't get anything, so they gotta figure that out.
Yeah,
It's like syndication.
They just got to figure out a way for people to capitalize on the popularity of the things that they create.
Mm-hmm.
That's where some of the Marvel stuff is weird like that too, though, because a lot of those characters were done on a for work basis. So that's like a one-time payment.
Yeah, that'd be all right.
Yeah.
As long as they get, you know, something.
And then there's all the copyright cases that are like pending and ongoing, because now Marvel's running into this like gray space where a lot of these characters have been around for so long that if they don't file whatever, they're going to end up going into like or not imminent domain, but like public domain.
Yep.
So like anybody could make a Doctor Strange movie.
Yep. Well, it's like anybody can mess with Winnie the Pooh now. So
yeah, which is
weird.
That's why we got Blood and Honey.
Yeah,
it was not good. You could tell it was shot in 3 days.
yeah, pretty much. I wouldn't expect it
probably
to
had
be
zero
good to
budget.
begin with.
Well, yeah, they made that movie for like $8 million.
It's surprised if they really $8 million.
It was something that stupid like that, like $8 million in like 3 days.
Damn, that's gross.
Yeah, and it still looks like crap.
Well, I mean, $8 million doesn't go as far as it used to.
Yeah.
So funny. Yeah, I don't know. Oh, there was another one coming, like a Barney one or something like that in the horror genre.
For real?
Oh yeah, Barney. Yeah,
that wouldn't surprise me. Then I haven't seen anything about that. Would not surprise me at all.
And then there was something else that's like turning into its own genre now. Is taking like beloved cartoon characters from our childhood and turning them into like horror, zombie, whatever things.
Yeah.
It's like a whole new genre by itself.
Well, guys, I'm getting tired.
I believe Rob Zombie.
Yeah. Well, yeah, Loki so far really good.
Oh, definitely.
So
How do we rate the episode? Out of 10?
A minus.
You say A minus?
Yeah.
Out of 10?
Out of 10.
Hmm.
Flevendy Flevin.
Flevin.
So A minus would be about an 8?
8.5.
8.5?
I'll say 8.5.
You don't give it that, yeah. 8.5.
No,
Probably
A
9.
minus would be like a 9.5.
Sure, 9.5.
On the gauge
9.5 it
of
is.
1 to 10, A minus would be like a 9.5.
I mean, technically that's probably not wrong because it's like what, like a 93.
Yeah.
Mm.
So it'd be like a 9.3. Preciseness.
Yeah, I'm good. I'm
Preciseness.
good with an 8.5, 9. I'm good with
Yeah, I'm still about 8.5. It's pretty good.
Mm-hmm.
As a whole, the show, yeah, so far it's like 9, 8.5,
Yeah.
9. So I'm not hating it. So
That first episode was like awesome.
So yeah, so that's a plus. I'm not hating it.
Mm-hmm. Mm-hmm.
AJ, you got anything coming up on the channel?
Just still waiting on Peacemaker and Doctor Strange for my top 10 list.
Nice.
Catching up on reviews I haven't done and whatever drops this week.
Yeah.
Nice.
Hopefully I get that freaking penguin in this week.
Cannot wait to see that.
Yep.
And then some stop motion with him. I don't know yet. I think I gotta wait for that Batman. That other Batman, that Batfleck. Unless I can borrow one. You got one I can borrow?
Tactical suit.
Other than that, tomorrow night, episode 100, collector's figure. We are giving away $100 worth of Sideshow gift cards out of my pocket to you, the viewer, and not too many people have put their name in the hat.
Mm-hmm.
Still sitting at 4. So if you're watching this on the replay, go ahead and head over to, because once we air it, once we go live, there's no more names for the hat.
Mm-hmm.
Or maybe there will. Maybe I'll just collect it all the way until we do the drawing. But yeah, collector's figure on go and comment on the last collector's figure episode from last Monday, hashtag CF100, and you'll have your name in the hat for a $50 gift card. We're giving away 2 of those for the 100th episode of Collector's Figure. So I want to thank everybody for watching. I want to thank the chat. I think we had 4 viewers at one point in time.
Mm-hmm.
Eddie Rodriguez in the chat. Appreciate that very much.
Mm-hmm.
AJ 10 cents, Blue Tattoo. Thank you guys for coming here. Any lurkers out there, thank you for watching. Again, if you're watching on the replay, hashtag CF100 on last week's episode. We just lost Blue. What did he do? Did he close out his window? Devices.
Oh, there he is.
Don't talk.
Awesome.
There
But yeah, again, hopefully that penguin is in here this week. That's about all I got coming up right now. I was able to snag that comic Iron Man off a waitlist.
Hell yeah.
Good deal.
Screwed up thing is though, I put it on payment plan and I can't alter it at all.
Oh yeah, they won't know.
Yeah, not at all. I can't move it a month. I can't.
No.
The only thing I can do is pay it all at once.
Yep.
That's messed up, dude.
Yeah, that's the only thing that sucks about once it goes on waitlist is now you end up constrained on your decisions on how to pay for it.
Mm-hmm.
Every other waitlist that have converted for me, I've been able to do that.
Oh yeah, that's true.
Oh, that's crazy.
Mm-hmm.
Except this one right here. So,
I've not
you
had
sideshow, but thank you at the same time.
Mm-hmm.
So yeah, I'll be getting an Iron Man. If I don't like it, maybe we'll do a giveaway. We'll see.
Ooh.
I'll probably end up liking it. I liked the first one, so I'll probably end up liking this one. Still need to get that War Machine version of that one.
Yeah.
But yeah, that'll do it for us. Thank you for watching. Stay safe, stay healthy, always be kind. And we'll catch you on the next one. And I do have an outro this time.